Who do you think would make a great interview guest on this show? Plus the Scream at Centene. And Chase Wright of the Newberry. And the Bootlegger Ball and more coming up this week. And who am your host anyway? We'll find out soon. From Keller-Oct Talent Productions in Harmony in the Falls Yoga Studio in the 2J's Complex. This is your Great Falls Daily Connection with Steve Keller for Tuesday, October 21st, 2025. The information show that funnels all the sources for Great Falls events and news into one show right here. Why watch every day? Well, it says right there, be informed and live Great Falls' best life. Weather, events, parties, live music scene in Great Falls, which is just awesome. Plus city announcements and whatever you want to add to the show by commenting below right here on YouTube. It is exclusive on YouTube. Podcast coming soon. And if you have YouTube Premium, you can listen to this by just turning it off and listen to the audio. Now, today's question, and please answer anybody that you think would be a great interview on this show. If you have a passion for a cause, if you'd like to be interviewed, you have a great business owner, a person with a very special ability, or your weird cousin. See? Just let me know in the comments. Or you can also text me. I'm a phone call away. My phone number is 406-590-8856. And I'd love to hear from you. And make this a two-way social gathering here on the Great Falls Daily Connection. And I promise to get these in earlier now that I'm getting a workflow. There's a lot of sources to go through. So this is work for me, and it's like a part-time job going all through the web and social stuff, so I've been having fun. So happy today. It's National Pumpkin Cheesecake Day. It's about time they started putting the flavor of pumpkin into foods during the fall season. It's also Back to the Future Day. Marty, we got to go back. What, Doc? It's your kids. Anyway, it was back October 21st, 2015. Remember, that was one of my favorite movies of all time. Back to the Future. 2 and 3, yeah, they're okay. It's like Matrix 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Anyway, it was 10 years ago. And still no hoverboards. It's also National Reptile Awareness Day. And if you're not aware of reptiles, you may be suffering from reptile dysfunction. So let's go through the day's events and see what's going on. The Scream at Centene, of course, that'll be going on especially through the last days of Halloween, on the weekends from 6 to 11. And we also have daily things going on Tuesdays at the Great Falls Public Library for kids, age 5 to 12 over there, 345. Tonight, we also have the City Commission meeting. That's at 7 o'clock. And if you catch that on social media, it will be broadcast live. Now, tomorrow begins another week of the AAUW used book sale. And we also have Chase Wright at the Newberry. And I think he's an up-and-coming star, so you may want to check that out. Doors open at 6, and the concert starts at 7:30 at the Newberry downtown. Thursday, more live music. I am a part of, this is shameless promotion, but I'm a part of the Castle Reefers Band. It's every Thursday at the Stadium Sports Bar. Now, Great Falls residents can remember all those years that I played with my very good late friend John Laughlin and Dale Lee and Jay Colas as the Thrillbillies. And earlier we had members including Larry Park from the country band Boy Howdy. So it's like a tradition starts again, but it's a little bit different. It's not at the Sting. It's at the Stadium Sports Bar next to the Holiday Inn. And it's us three, myself, Derek French, and Lisa Gaskell, and a host of other people, including my daughter, Caitlin, and other people will show up. So that's every Thursday from 7 till 9 now. Every Thursday at the Stadium Sports Bar. Also, we have the Neighborhood Council number 4 meeting. If you're a part of that, you'll be going Thursday evening at 6:30, the monthly civic meeting for the Neighborhood Council number 4. There's also a Habitat for Humanity information session at Great Falls College, MSU, room 1507, starting at 5:30. You can attend. They'll include the homeowner's responsibilities, sweat equity, goal setting, documentation, all to take the first step toward home ownership with Habitat for Humanity. And at Elevation 3330, they have their Haunted Tunnel Tours. And that starts Thursday again, repeating on the 24th, 25th, 30th, and 31st, and November 1st. Friday, looking ahead, we have our Great Falls Americans hockey game. And that's over at the Iceplex starting at 7:05. And we have University of Providence volleyball versus Dickinson State. And all of our high school sports going on for the weekend. There's also the Community Halloween Carnival at 801 2nd Avenue North at the current Community Rec Building. Games and art and costume contest and prizes. That's for the kids. $5 entry per person. There's an additional $5 to go through the haunted house. Saturday, a look ahead. The Empty Bowls fundraiser at the University of Providence. The annual nonprofit where attendees receive a simple meal and you get the handmade bowl to take home. As we get closer, I'll give you more details on that. There's also the Masquerade Ball at 6 o'clock over at the Dew. We've got that going on. That is live music all night long. And as we get closer to Halloween, I will let you know what those Halloween events are. Now, also in Great Falls, we have our National Prescription Drug Take Back Day, Saturday, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. There's no specific location, but you can do this year-round over at Albertsons, Alluvian Health, Cascade County Sheriff's Office, CVS Pharmacy, and many other places. Walgreens, before dropping off your medications, prepare your items for disposal. And they got the details on that, too. Freakers Ball. You know, I mentioned this earlier at the Dew Bar. I think I got the name wrong. Freakers Ball is at the Dew Bar. That's going on 5 p.m. to 2 a.m., 28 Years of Terror with Montana's best metal music. So, we've got the Night for Gold Masquerade Ball at the Heritage Inn coming up Saturday, too. So I hope you like what we're doing here with the Great Falls Daily Connection, and it's connected to my company, Keller-Oct Talent Productions, my umbrella company to nurture talent, to make sure that you get the right entertainment for your event. If you want a wedding reception and you want a really seasoned person who's been to hundreds of wedding receptions and people still come up to me years later, you did our wedding reception. You were so much fun. I'm open for business again after coming back from overseas, so I'm available. Again, let me know what you want. I'll give you a free consultation as long as you want. Let's just talk about what your needs are for the party you want, for the event. Maybe you want a Jimmy Buffett tribute band or an Aerosmith tribute band, or you want Metal Steel, the 80s hair metal show that's been rocking the rivers. That was me on lead vocals. The Steve Keller Band with Jim Devine and Michael Gunner, incredible three-piece band because I get to play with these great musicians. Anyway, I'm a phone call away, 406-590-8856. I can MC, DJ, live music, solo performance, whatever you need. Also, I want to let you know about Harmony in the Falls Yoga Studio, and you see that logo there. That's in the 2J's complex. It is yoga for everybody. Everybody. And starting off and not knowing about yoga, how do you get into it? Several years ago, I went to a yoga class, and I have to admit, I didn't know what I was doing. It's like walking into a professional baseball game. Your pitcher. I am. So, Harmony in the Falls Yoga Studio has an 8-week introduction to yoga course. I think you'll love it. If you want to get into yoga, find out, and feel better, you can sign up at harmonyinthefallsyoga.com. And the Great Falls Daily Connection, proud to be associated with that. So here's what's going on around our city and state for the Great Falls Daily Connection. Here's your local news. A major financial scandal at a Montana gun shop. It's finally headed for a resolution. Highwood Creek Outfitters owner Tommy Van Hoos will plead guilty to one count of submitting a false tax return after an IRS investigation. The IRS launched the probe after an agent posed as a potential buyer. They found that Van Hoos had skimmed sales underreported more than $1 million in store income. Authorities in northern Montana are urging caution as they search for Jesse Kettleson, who should be considered armed and dangerous. The massive manhunt in the Cut Bank area follows an overnight chase that began when police in Conrad attempted to stop a stolen U-Haul. The pursuit ended when the truck crashed on First Avenue in Cut Bank. Law enforcement searched the neighborhood for hours. Kettleson remains at large. Anyone with information is asked to call 406-873-2711. A new Montana law requires the birth year to be listed on absentee ballots as part of the voting process. The statewide change can be seen on the outside of the absentee envelope. You have to enter your birth year right below the signature, and the ballots are in the mail right now for our Great Falls municipal bonds, including fireworks, mayor, and city commissioners. Turning now to statewide news, Montana State Prison still facing infrastructure crisis, catastrophic water system failure in Deer Lodge. The U.S. Supreme Court heard arguments in the high-stakes case versus Montana, addressing the authority of police to enter a private home without a warrant during an alleged emergency. Legal analysts suggest the justices appear ready to rule in favor of giving law enforcement broader discretion in such situations. That could set a significant precedent nationwide from here in Montana. Before we get to the national headlines, which contain some more critical news we need to know, one favor from me. If this show helps you in any way, if you like the idea of having all the information for Great Falls in one place, you want to tell that to somebody, please like and subscribe and share this. I'm trying to grow this. The more that we can grow this, I think, and then make it as a resource for information from all sources, from business and whatever you want to talk about. That's what it's all about. So we have to grow this channel. And we could even do live interviews, and we could talk about, you could call in and do things live. I have to have 50 subscribers. So I can get 50 subscribers, I'd be happy for the next week. So share, please. Thank you. Now, I'm also going to check out AP News here and see what's going on if I can get to that tab. It's like my life, right? You get too many tabs in one place. In AP News, live updates. The president is hosting Senate Republicans at the White House as the shutdown effects worsen. They say in more coverage here, Trump-Putin summit planned for Budapest is on hold after Rubio spoke with Lavrov, according to U.S. officials. Anti-science bills are hitting state houses, stripping away public health protections built over a century ago. At apnews.com, who benefits from the MAHA anti-science push? We have the Maine Democrat running to unseat Susan Collins to stay in the race after discovery of Reddit postings. Grand Teton mountain runner set a record, but his route turned into a crime. I'd like to read more on that, but those are just some of the headlines. Also in the short stories today in history, Old Ironsides launched in Boston Harbor. If you don't know what that is, well, you can look that up. In the other news, maybe things you want to talk about with your friends, the rest of the news here. There's a latest fashion aesthetic among young people. They're wearing cowboy gear-like hats and boots and big belt buckles. They're catching up to Montana, aren't they? By the way, a toilet maker, Kohler, is introducing Dakota, a $600 camera sensor. It attaches to your toilet, and it analyzes you while monitoring your gut health and hydration status. It also comes with a $150 subscription fee. Some people say that is blackmail. Brown mail is more like it. Hey, this is your Great Falls Daily Connection for today. Thank you very much. If you like it, let me know. I'm all over the place. I'll be over live and playing with the Castle Reefers coming up again Thursday. And I'll let you know what other events are going on with Who in the Funk from the Facebook page coming out on Wednesday. So I expect to let you know what the live music is for the whole weekend on tomorrow's Big Show. Live from Great Falls, Montana, taped before a studio audience of my cat. I'm Steve Keller. Until now and the next time we talk, if I don't see ya, I'll see ya.